Welcome back. Day 4, Frog Week. Today we're going to talk about Camp Leapfrog Zone Max Zero's path to being reborn. When we met him, he wore a mask. He was a shy guy. He wore a suit and a tie all the time, and that was pretty weird. So he went on this journey of self-discovery, and he ran into an old enemy. Blank was his name, and of course, they had to fight. They had to fight this out to see who would take their mask off. The winner got to reveal themselves and live free, maskless. Okay? So this is a little promo package we put together for Blank and Max Zero. Check it out.
Speed dating scramble.
Absolutely. Now Twitch trying to get the people to rally behind him. Such an inspirational story from this young man.
Such an inspirational competitor, but also a very dangerous competitor. And he's facing off against Max Zero right now.
Yeah, that inspirational story, not enough to give him the upper hand on Max Zero. And Max Zero just levels him with that Stardust Breaker. I think every vertebrae in Twitch's back is probably twitching like a storm.
Only a 2, though. Only a 2. Look at the heart by Twitch here kicking out of that.
No, I don't know, Burger. In this situation, I think I might opt to pin Twitch again. I don't know if he has what it takes to kick out of it a second
Max
time.
Zero, he's thinking of something. He's pointing to the top rope here. You don't normally see a big man like Max go up to the top rope, but he's insanely athletic. He can do a number of things from up here.
Absolutely. We just saw this man absolutely sail over the top rope earlier in this match, and I'm excited to see what he's
What is CC Boost doing? Why is he attacking the mask?
I don't know what you're talking about, Burger. It looks like he's just trying to help Zero adjust.
No, he's grabbing his mask. This is not the time for this. We're having a fantastic scramble, and CC Boost has to go for the mask.
Well, either way, it looks like it was just enough to distract Zero long enough for CC Boost to gain control of the huge
Spanish fly!
The daredevil, the risk taker, CC Boost will take any risk.
Look at that, no wasted motion, right into the Anaconda Vice out the Spanish fly.
Is it going to be enough to make Zero tap out? And
Max Zero taps out.
CC Boost is your winner.
Very, very impressive showing by CC Boost, man. This dude is absolutely out of his mind. He saw that Spanish fly, but also so dangerous. Just Spanish fly right into the Anaconda Vice. No wasted motion from CC Boost.
We have seen it many a times before. CC Boost has no regard for his own well-being or the well-being of his opponents. We saw that.
Who do you think you are? Sorry, but you can't just do that. You can't remove a lucha mask.
You don't even get a date and now you're poking me?
Do you understand the tradition involved?
Zach, who cares? Who honestly cares? The amount of times that someone has messed with my mask and has cost me a match, I know you shouldn't either. I'm so fed up with this. I'm so done.
I wear this mask not because I want to, but because I have to. This mask has become my face. This mask has become who I am, who the artist Blank is represented by this mask. I once wasn't bound to this flesh. I once was somebody else. But a conflict led to this becoming who I am. The conflict led to my vain past existence being covered up. Being bound to this mask. So, Max Zero, why? Why do you wear the face that you wear? What binds you to the mask? And I guess, what lies underneath?
not gonna lie, Blank, I got a little bit upset when you saw that video you posted asking what lies beneath and why do I wear this mask. And it just really showed me you don't get it, do you? You see, I didn't get into wrestling for this. I got into wrestling because it's fun and you get to be creative. I went to practices 4 times a week sometimes just because I enjoyed it so much. And then at one practice, I was told who to be. They went, here's your mask. Here's all the moves you're going to do. Here's your finisher. Here's some baggage. Here's 0. A nostalgia pop for a legacy that doesn't even matter anymore. But hey, now I'm at camp and people keep saying, hey, 0, now you can finally do all those fun things you've always wanted to do in matches. You're finally able to have fun again, right? But then I start to get worried. Because I think people care more about this than I do. People care about this mask more than I do myself. And that's all people have ever known me as. So you see, Blank, the issue isn't what lies beneath. It's what's on the surface.
Zero, Max. You said you didn't choose your mask. I didn't choose my face either. It was given to me, just as yours was given to you. Choice is a funny thing. On March 20th, the campers will choose how we reveal our true nature. The campers will choose who gets freedom. It will be a lucha libre liberation match. And the campers will have 3 options for this lucha de apuestas. I could beat you 2 times in a row in a 2 out of 3 falls match. We could really hurt each other. Maybe we can leave something missing underneath the mask to each other in a Super Libre match. Or I could beat you anywhere in the camp. I could drown you in the pool. I could hold you in the archery range. Wherever I choose to hurt you to get my own freedom, that's where I'll beat you. Freedom!
Ooh, that tension is building, and it's building to, of course, Max 0 versus Blank. It had to happen. It was inevitable. It was unavoidable. So, finally, the 2 meet here, now. Check it out.
Without further ado, now it is time for our main event of the evening!
Main event time, people. Let's do this.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls lucha de apuestas. The wager in this match is, for the first time ever, that the winner gets to unmask. Oh. Introducing first to my right, from the Portrait Gallery in Paris's Modern Art Gallery, the artist, Blank.
I'd love to know which Modern Art Gallery.
To my left, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, soon to be the new face of Camp Leapfrog, Max 0!
All right, well, both men in the ring have a lot on the line in this Lucha de Apuestas main event.
Ooh, Blank comes out on firing on cylinders, but gets caught by a boot by Max 0.
And I don't think that Blank was thinking that he would be rocked so early in the match. Yes, I used the terminology rocked, guys.
He was rocked. That was absolutely rocking there by Max 0.
Yes. Now, a little bit of history for you. Max 0 comes from a long history of wrestling. His father, Zero, a storied character within the indie wrestling world. He actually gave the mask to his son, Zero. And so I think Zero's just been trying to deal with the pressure of being just as good as his dad with the mask on. And I think he's been doing a good job, right?
I think so, but I think he feels like will always be in his father's shadow, and he wants to make his own way forward. He wants to build his own legacy, and honestly, I can't blame him. I went through something similar to get out of the shadow of my creator, who's in the ring right there, Blank. Sometimes you need a new identity, and maybe it is a new face, or in my case, it was a new name. But sometimes that's what you need to do to move forward and to do it your own way and to be your own person.
Definitely. And can you have like intimate experience with Blank? Can you speak to his experience with his mask on and how he came to this point?
I mean, he's a very tortured artist. He was forced to wear this mask in another Lucha de Apuestas, losing that, being forced to wear the mask, and now he wants to find a way to break it. And the only way to break the stipulation of that previous match is to do another Lucha de Apuestas.
Yeah, to me this sounds kind of like a fairy tale in a way, you know? You have to break the curse in order to, find happiness.
I wish all the happiness for Blank. I don't know if losing the mask is going to do it, but if that's what he thinks he needs to do, then I wish it for them, and I wish it for the both of them. I don't know if this is what they need to do, but it's what they feel they need.
Definitely. And what a combo
I believe
by
he calls
Blank.
that Only God Forgives, that combo, that rolling spear from the second rope by Blank.
I love that name.
Yeah.
All right. Blank unzipping the mouth of his mask, which could mean that he's going into another gear on top of Zero right now. I do wonder what both of these men look like without their masks on. A little bit of intrigue there.
I've never seen, I don't know what either of these two men look like without their mask. I've never seen Blank without his mask, and I've never seen Max Zero without his mask.
I'm wondering who would be the more dapper-looking gentleman without the mask.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I bet they're both really handsome.
Yeah. Or Blank could have a face only a mother can love, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying.
Oh, you've never heard that term?
No.
Oh, never mind.
I don't get it.
And Max Zero unloading forearms in the corner to Blank, who is fighting back. Biting the shoulder, it appeared, of Max Zero just now.
And that's incredibly tough because he's using his own teeth and the teeth of that zipper that he has on his mouth to cut into the shoulder of Max Zero. Any means necessary. That's how much these men want to lose their face and want to forge their own way forward.
Absolutely. Blank is willing to draw blood tonight in order to ensure the victory and demask. But Zero, almost executing powerbomb, but
so strong, but so cunning of Blank, but only to be caught by that lariat from Max Zero.
Absolutely. And this is a 2 out of 3 falls match. So this is anyone's game right now. No one has had a victory to my knowledge.
Getting that first fall adds it makes all the difference in that match, because if you're down a fall, that is so difficult to come back from 2. And when you have that one fall up, the advantage is all yours, and all you're doing is playing defense and looking for, your opportunity to get that second fall and put away your opponent.
Have you competed in many 2 out of 3 falls matches?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you seem very well versed on it either way. Oh, beautiful vertical suplex to Blank, who is writhing in the center of the ring. Not sure he knows where he is. I think Chris Levin might want to check up on Blank. Max Zero stomping on the ring, motioning to Blank that something lies ahead. Something very powerful. Looked like that was an enziguri of sorts. Goes for the cover. The first fall. A first fall victory for Max Zero, getting an advantage over Blank right off the get.
He's finished, Max! Finish the job! Easy.
You need 10 count flags to get to your feet. Get that ass up, boy! What?
We should announce everything that you're supposed to do and shoot.
Wait! Get that ass up, let's go! Ready? He's good. He's totally fine. Ready? Ring bell!
All right, and we begin round 2 in main event action. Max Zero is on top. Is he gonna do? Oh!
Huge airplane spin there from Max Zero.
Showing his incredible strength.
All the blood rushing to the head of Blank, and after he just took that stalling suplex, he has to be so dizzy in there.
Oh my, well Blank is certainly trying to find a way out of it. Will he be able to get to the ropes? Oh, not quite. Oh yes, he does make it to the ropes. I can always respect ring awareness, even though Blank is a slick dude.
Come on, Max, you got this!
I talk like I'm in Golden Girls.
You leave me speechless. You say some things that I don't even know how to respond to, and I just need to look away.
Yeah, Sam Laterna out of pocket tonight.
Out of pocket. We love to see it. Blank going to the top here. Beautiful, devastating drop kick from Blank off the top rope.
Oh, I thought for sure that would be a 3 count, but only a 2 count on Max Zero.
The match continues.
The story goes on. We are here in the main event, and I just want to take one more opportunity to thank our beautiful, beautiful sponsors, Wicked Turtle Network. You can follow them on Twitter at Wicked Turtle Net.
Fire Max Zero! Get him back!
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay.
That was a gross back fist from Blank, and then follows it up with a kick right to the face of Max Zero.
So what are you thinking if you're Max Zero right now, Edith? I need your wrestling expertise. How would you get out of this situation?
He just has to get his bearings and has to stop Blank from teeing off him. Blank has such an experience advantage on Max Zero, and he is just biding his time. He is saving his strength and just kicking Max while he's down, and Max needs to find a way to get up and get the advantage back. So if I was him, I would do exactly what he's doing there and just...
Oh, get your hands off Chris Levin. He is a treasure.
You can't do that, and a disqualification counts as a fall here, so Blank needs to be very, very careful. He cannot risk losing this match by disqualification.
And I'm wondering now if Zero... Oh, it would seem that he's able to get up. I wasn't sure if his ankles were worn down by that onslaught just now by Blank.
Oof.
I could hear those chops from here.
Yes, I saw those buttons flying off that shirt from that chop.
Blank is such an in-your-face competitor.
Yes, he's devastating. Those kicks are so hard. Those strikes are so hard.
And it won't just be Zero.
A little bit of wordplay there. I would definitely say that the tortured artist likes to torture other people, perhaps because he is so tortured inside.
That's really astute, Sam.
Thank you. Snap suplex by Blank, only getting a 2 count there. And just to remind you, Max Zero is up a win, so we're at 1-0. No pun intended.
I think you intended for that pun.
I mean, I didn't, but I'll take it.
Take it.
It was punny. It was punny.
Pun intended. Just own it.
I'm owning it.
Love that.
Uh-oh. I don't know that I've ever seen... Oh, okay.
That's exactly what Max Zero needed to do. Use his strength. But Blank is so cunning, able to slip right behind into that choke, into that sleeper hold. It looks like their backs are to me. I'm not totally sure what's happening. But
I do think there's a sleeper hold of sorts.
Oh, and look how he's locking the legs around between the legs of Zero there, putting all his weight on Zero's back. There's nothing he can do to get out of this. I think this is where we're going to tie it up here.
It would seem that Zero is fading. He will be counted out if he cannot continue to compete, but it would seem that there is a bit of life.
Well, that's the thing here. With the mask, it's already difficult to breathe, plus being choked. This is exactly why Zero wants to lose the mask, because if he wasn't wearing a mask right now, he'd be able to catch his breath a lot easier.
Absolutely, and there's so many other implications behind losing the mask. It's a whole new chance to reinvent who you are in the ring and what you present to the fans, right?
Absolutely. It feels... my whole identity, my whole...
Oh! Beautiful maneuver by Blank, now on the outside of the ring, taunting some of our fellow roster members who are not having it. Giving Max Zero some time to bide here and perhaps recover a bit. One can only hope.
He is still struggling for air, trying to breathe through that mask.
Is Blank inviting other competitors into the ring? Not a good idea, Blank. You need a pinfall.
Once again, choking Max Zero on those ropes. It's clear Blank has a strategy just to take all the wind out of the big one out of Max Zero.
Absolutely, and throughout this match, Blank has been using the ropes, favoring those ropes to help his offense.
Oh, huge display of strength there from Max Zero, finally getting the advantage, finally getting a chance to stand tall, to catch his breath, to get just the overwhelming offense of Blank to grind to a halt as he just gets thrown into the middle of the ring. And
Big
Blank,
boot,
he let him sit for too long and caught a boot. Oh my gosh!
Absolutely beautiful maneuver by Max Zero, who would seem is fighting with every ounce that he has left.
Oh my gosh, clothesline to the back of the head. Blank goes spilling to the floor. He does not know where he is. It is so hard to get hit in the back of the head. You get so disoriented. He's trying to crawl into the ring, but that's King Crab. That's not the ring. That's King Crab. Get off King Crab. You're not even fighting him. What are you doing, Blank?
Yeah,
he
watch
does not
out.
know where he is right now.
Well, if he's not careful, King Crab's gonna pinch him.
Yes.
All right, well, let's see. Max Zero nearly decapitating himself and his opponent. Is Max Zero okay on the outside? The official is checking up on Max.
He did not get all of that. That was,
Okay, well, we are not sure if Max Zero is okay right now, but ref Chris Levin is going to do the 10 count.
I don't know what to say. Like, that was... I'm at a loss for words right now with that.
Hashtag gasp. Holy crap.
I'm trying to be serious here, Sam.
My bad. This is a very serious moment, though. The reality is
his head bounced off the floor.
And we just don't know what mindset he's in after that jarring, oh.
And that ties it up.
Okay. Well, the stakes just got a little bit higher. Each competitor with one victory.
We still don't know if Max Zero is okay. I don't know if he can even finish this match. He went over the top rope and bounced his head off of the ground. He is not in any shape to finish this match, and that's what Chris is...
You're all quiet! Shut up, Blank!
Well, everyone has their favorites, Blank. Blank in the ring saying that no one cares if he gets hurt, but we all care if Max does. You know, I'm not sure if we should even continue this match, Edith. Another 10 count started. I suppose that if Max cannot enter the ring, he might be done for.
I think that's it, but he appears... It's not worth it, Max. It's okay. You don't have to do this.
Yeah. But he has a higher calling, a higher motivation here. Which is why he is working his way into the ring. He's back in the ring and still fighting.
The match continues, and the whole count is reset. Is even here. That's just like the match is beginning, but only Zero bounced off the ground. He has to start a whole match after taking that devastating that dive, that missed dive.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything that devastating in quite some time.
Oh!
Now I think Blank is just having fun.
That was the color wheel there from Blank, the spinning discus forearm.
1, 2,
Oh, beautiful ring awareness on the part of Max Zero. Blank going for another aggressive pin.
Oh, if that was in the center of the ring, that would have been all over.
All right, well, Max Zero still has life here. Let's all start rooting for Max because, well, you know, he's obviously the good guy here. Blank is just unloading on Zero, and I don't think this is fair at this point. I really think that Zero is seriously injured here, potentially.
He doesn't know where he's here. He doesn't know where he is. We don't know what kind of damage is under that mask right now.
At this point, if I'm Zero, I'm just thinking, how can I come up with, like, maybe a roll-up or something, a quick counter to outsmart Blank?
Oh, the last shaven unicorn drop there from Max Zero. Get the cover, son. You can win this match. You can free yourself from that mask. Get on, Blank.
Come on, Max. You got this.
It's yours. Get that pin.
Pin him. Pin him. He's going for it. Could this be it? Oh, come on. 1, 2. Oh!
That hesitation. He couldn't get up to make that pin. If he was able to jump on Blank, the match would be over right now.
Certainly a missed opportunity, but there is still life in Zero, or so we hope. Blank is even having a hard time getting himself up.
He is the first one up. The advantage goes to Blank right now, as he is the first man on his feet. Oh, delivering those kicks, those knees right to the chest of Max Zero. Oh, Max fights back. Dealing knees of his own to Blank.
Absolutely unloading those forearms on Blank. Zero is done with Blank. He wants to win. He wants to unmask, just like he just ripped off that collar shirt. Ow, ow! We want to see him unmask.
Teeing up. What is he waiting for? Get on Blank. Finish this, son. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, so close. That looked like 3 from here, but evidently Chris holds up 2 fingers. It was only 2. It looked like 3. I thought that was 3. I thought it was all over there.
I could have sworn that was 3 myself, but I trust the judgment call of ref Chris Levin with more than 10 years of reffing experience.
Yes, he may look young, but he has the experience. He is one of the best referees out there today.
Absolutely. And as you can hear, our fellow Leapfroggers are not impressed with this onslaught by Blank. It would seem kind of cheap to just keep kicking someone in the head, but I'm sure he has a strategy. Blank off the ropes,
goes for that color wheel again, caught by Max Zero.
He's not having any of it, using his strength and size against Blank. Beautiful backbreaker using the ropes.
Oh, is he going for the Texas Clover Leaf? Oh, just manhandles Blank. Blank has nowhere to go.
I don't know if Blank... Oh, yes!
He's tapped! He tapped!
It's over! It's over!
Max Zero gets to free himself from that mask and gets to start the new chapter. It's a new beginning for Max Zero. It's the rebirth of Max Zero. He is free. He can be his own man. He can get out of his father's shadow. This is the beginning for Max Zero. I cannot wait.
And I'm sure this is such an emotional moment for Max Zero, who will finally be able to unmask. Congratulations are in order, and of course, the big reveal!
Oh, let's see it. Let's see how handsome this boy is.
Brown hair, blonde hair, red hair, curly hair, straight hair. Brad Pitt, who is it? Tell us.
Oh.
He's a blonde!
Yes! Why would you hide that face under a mask? Oh my gosh.
Yes. Oh, hello, Jason Momoa. Wow, look at that.
Now, that was pretty intense, and we saw Max Zero win and get to remove his mask. And it turned out he was, a pretty decent guy, pretty decent looking guy. He was no Clint Eastwood or Matthew McConaughey, but, he's a handsome guy. Good for him. Now we're going to move on, and we're going to talk about Matt Makowski's Frogsport, a fighting tournament here at Camp Leapfrog. This first match is a little odd because it literally just says on the paper that I read before this and watched, it's Matt Makowski versus ninjas. Enjoy.
Hey guys, appreciate it so much. Thanks for practice today, all right?
Hey man, good job.
We'll grab my bag and head out. All right, I'll see you guys later.
It's good seeing you, Matt.
Yep. Oh, CB, I forgot. I wanted to tell you. Ryan? CB, what's going What the hell was that? What's this? You are invited to host Frogsport? What the hell is Frogsport?
Crazy. I never thought I'd see Matt Makowski wrestle ninjas, plural or singular, but it happened. The next match on the tournament, though, brought I wouldn't say up-and-comer. He's pretty big. He's wrestled for JCW now. He's been everywhere. Yoya versus the one, the only, the Lucha baseball himself, Boomer Hatfield. Check it out. I'll be back in a bit.
Well, obviously, I have to introduce myself, but you guys already know who I am. My name is Yoya. My fighting style is mixed martial arts, jiu-jitsu, and amateur wrestling, and we all know that I'm the best at those three as well. The reason why I'm fighting is to prove that obviously I'm the best. I'm going to beat anyone here that's here anyways, but also to prove that people my size belong in this sport as well.
The name's Boomer Hatfield, and I'm at Frogsport! Not a lot of people know this, but I have a huge history in amateur wrestling. And the reason I'm here is to show I can still go in that style, to get back to my roots. So let's do it!
Alright, Boomer, I'm gonna strike you out.
Go along, Yoya!
In this corner, standing in at 5 feet 2 inches and weighing 125 pounds, fighting out of Cambodia by way of Washington, D.C., the shooter weight, Yoya! And his opponent, to my right, standing in at 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing 145 pounds, fighting out of Hoboken, New Jersey, the pop-flying lucha baseball, Boomer Hatfield!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Frogsport. I am Ryan Nova, international wrestling superstar, and the guy that just stole your girlfriend. And on the call with me is the one, the only, the Hamburglar. What's going on, my friend?
That is world famous CB, and thank you everybody for joining us for an exciting opening round of Matt Makowski's Frogsport. Quick thanks to our sponsor, Brotherly Love Wrestling. Follow them at 215 Wrestling. And Ryan, very interesting circumstances have brought us all here.
Yeah, it's really weird. I mean, here we are brought to this crazy ultimate fighting tournament. Fighters from all around the world, all different styles, all different backgrounds here, trying to determine who the best really is. Obviously, Frogsport hosted by Matt Makowski, but also hosted by a mysterious benefactor. I wonder who that could be.
Yeah, I'm very excited. These opening round matches, 5-minute time limits. Yoya, the shooter weight versus Boomer Hatfield. I am really excited for this one, Ryan. Right away, Yoya trying to stop that takedown from Boomer.
Yeah, absolutely. Just trying to punch him right in the face. Obviously, Yoya, the shooter weight, well-versed in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kickboxing, and wrestling. Boomer Hatfield, obviously, well-experienced in the art of Lucha Libre.
Yeah, Boomer Hatfield also with a background in folk style wrestling as well. He knows his way around the mat. Yoya looking for a front chancery right now, trying to take control. Boomer just dumps him.
Absolutely, and you have to wonder if that was due to the experience that Boomer Hatfield has at the Camp Leapfrog environment. Yoya obviously making his debut here in any kind of Camp Leapfrog event, let alone Frogsport.
Competitors don't well versed in wrestling. Yoya might have
You
to
just
strike
see that
advantage.
huge knee just right to the jaw, and that double stomp just sends Boomer Hatfield head first to the mat.
Man, here going for a tornado bomb. Hits it.
And obviously there are no pins in this match. You can only win by referee stoppage, submission, or knockout.
Following up with these combos, he is not giving Boomer Hatfield any breathing room.
And Boomer Hatfield really has to lower the center of gravity all the way down to the ground. And he did so, and he just drops Yoya with a Michinoku driver and just transitions right into that knee bar.
Oh, going for that knee bar right now. Yoya might be in trouble right now.
Yep, transitioning into that heel hook and is really wrenching it in. I don't know, this might be where Yoya just has to tap out, but he's trying to punch him right in the face, and he breaks it up there.
Heavy strikes, going for that PK. Boomer catches it.
Going for that soccer ball style, kicking a huge dragon screw by Boomer Hatfield. Opting to hold on to the hold.
Any breathing room to stand on each other. Right back to that knee bar.
Yep, that dragon screw right into that heel hook, and now Boomer Hatfield obviously looking to try and tap out Yoya, but it just wasn't there.
Much more of a mat-based encounter than I expected for these two high-flying competitors. Oh my god.
Huge German suplex just folds up Yoya like an accordion, and now Boomer Hatfield once again transitioning back into that knee bar heel hook combo.
Boomer wants that leg. He is focused on that leg. I'm not seeing Boomer be this active on these leg submissions, but he's going for it.
Huge penalty kick almost took Boomer Hatfield's head off. He's hammering him right in the face, and the referee. Yep, that's it. The referee had to stop it. The referee, for Boomer Hatfield's sake, had to step in there.
Pick up that win by Yoya for a Camp Leapfrog veteran, Boomer Hatfield.
Absolutely, Boomer Hatfield. Neither am I. Boomer Hatfield, the mainstay in all of our Camp Leapfrog events thus far, and Yoya just completely came in here and just beat the hell out of him.
Exciting first round, Milvin. Exciting first round. Stay with us for the next rounds, everybody.
Stay tuned.
That was some high-intensity lucha-type action. Love watching the small guys wrestle. They got more to prove, so they go crazier, if you ask me. But next, and speaking more to prove here, we got Janai Kai versus Big Callux, which equals a big challenge for Kai. Let's see how she handles it.
Me is Big Callux, and my fighting style is so goddamn big. Big Callux landed his big old ass right in this ring to show you 4'5" weenies, you baby boys, that no one is as big, no one is as strong, no one can defeat Big Callux except for maybe another clone who is Big Callux.
My name is Janai Kai, and I have a black belt in Taekwondo, a background in Muay Thai, and a background in kickboxing. And I'm here at Frogsport to prove as to why I am the baddest black belt, why I have indomitable spirit. So whoever my competition is, you can try to bring me down, but at the end of the day, I am going to show out and bow out.
In this corner, standing at 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds, fighting out of Washington, D.C., the baddest black belt, Janai Kai! And to my right, standing really big and weighing in super big, fighting out of North America, the massive man monster, Big Callux!
Melissa Marino here with Sam LaTurner for the opening session of Matt Makowski's Frogsport. Sam, what do you think of the differences between the baddest black belt and the massive man monster?
I'm super excited for this match. I think that Callux is going to have a run for his money despite his size because Janai Kai is well versed in so many different disciplines of mixed martial arts.
You gotta wonder the background in Muay Thai, in Taekwondo, in kickboxing, this striking that we're already seeing from Janai Kai, is that gonna be able to put a dent in the powerhouse of Big Callux?
If she's able to get him down to size, which it seems like Callux might have just got her down to size a little bit with a closed fist punch to the face.
Callux really unleashing with some strikes of his own, but now it is all about Janai Kai. But no, slam down spine buster from Big Callux, going for the cover. Or, oh, not cover, instead of submission.
We don't usually see an armbar from Big Callux.
I wonder if Big Callux has on the mind, he knows the background of Janai Kai. He knows that he is going to have to really be up on not only his striking, but his mat game, because here comes Janai Kai firing away.
She knows that she has to hit Callux harder than she would hit any other opponent, because after all, he is quite big.
He's really, really damn big, Sam. And now showing that strength, that power, the mass of Big Callux again, trying to wrench the arm out of the socket. Janai Kai is locked in. Oh, wow.
It's safe to say that he's working on that right arm. Janai Kai showing her experience, though, by clasping her hands together as to not have the arm broken.
Firing down, raining fists upon Big Callux. Now, Janai Kai, someone that has been talked about in circles. She's been making her way all around the country. And speaking of, oh no! Oh, holy cannoli! Oh.
Hey, a lady's got to do what a lady's got to do.
And I don't even know if it matters how big you are. The strike like that is going to take you down to size, as you had said before. And now look at the strikes of Janai Kai, the fast footwork. Ooh, right to the jaw.
Like she just went in for the kill.
Oh my gosh, Janai Kai talked about making her name known. Now on the back of Callux, trying to just take all the air out of the big man. No, but Callux squishing Janai Kai in the corner once more for good measure.
Seems like Janai is not giving up, though. She wants to stay on that back.
Callux now thrown into the corner. Kai able to get her footing once more. Holy moly! That's it. That gotta be it. Janai Kai.
Levin called it. Janai Kai moves on to the next round.
An incredible showing by someone, as we had said, who is making such waves. And if you want people that are talking about wrestling like Janai Kai, Tornado Tag Podcast, one of our sponsors at Tornado Tag Pod, a weekly podcast covering a bit of everything. And Janai Kai is certainly making her name well known. Janai Kai still on guard. I wonder if we're going to get, show of sportsmanship between our competitors.
Of course, a little pat on the head.
Welcome back. That was probably one of the biggest upsets of Frogsport. Well, maybe one of the biggest upsets. Janai Kai going away with the win, putting away big Callux. Congrats to her. That takes a lot of gusto, as they would say. But next, what we got for you is a camp Leapfrog Frogsport. Matt Makowski's Frogsport. Beautiful promo package. Please roll that beautiful footage.
Step onto the living path. Step onto the living path. Step onto the living path. Boomer Hatfield, Yoya, Jordan Blade, Molly McCoy, Violence, Bones, Matt Makowski, Blackstrom. Excellent. Flawless victory. Darius Carter, Abby Jane, Nolo Kitano, Saber Dorado, Big Callux, Janai Kai, Travis Huckabee, Jay Lyon. Excellent. Flawless victory. Miles Millennium, Common MK, Max Zero, CC Boost, CB and Rhinova, Jet and Devantes, Masha Slamovich, Edith Surreal. Finish them.
Welcome back. I think you're as pumped up as I am after watching that beautiful promo package. But, you know, let's go back to the matches. We can't sit here and enjoy promo packages because I'd sit here and do promo packages all night long. Love a good promo package. Anyways, let's move on. Let's go back to the action, okay? On Frogsport, there was a tag team match with one ROH's own CB and Ryan Mooney versus Devantes and Jet Jaghori. Let's see how they handle it. Roll that footage.
The Shadow Squad is back in action! That's right, baby, and for one night only, right here at Frogsport, the Shinobi Shadow Squad is back to show the entire world what we do best. We're here to bust some skulls, kick people in the face, and look damn fine doing it! You'll never see us coming.
What's poppin', bitch? I'm Jet Jaghori, and my style is fuck off. I'm here at Frogsport to beat the shit out of two goofy motherfuckers. Talk your shit, Devantes.
Listen. I got a bachelor's degree in ass kicking and a master's degree in knocking people the fuck out.
Yes,
let's get this shit started.
Yeah! Let's fucking go! Yeah! Hey, okay, yeah, yes sir, alright, okay, alright, yeah!
In this corner, first, from the trenches, weighing 170 pounds, young Jetty, Jet Jaghori. And his partner from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 230 pounds, the number one head buster, Devantes. I'm not booing you. Their opponents, making a special appearance, the team of world-famous CB and professional wrestling secret weapon Ryan Nova, the Shinobi Shadow Squad!
I'm so ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? Ready. Fight!
It's your boy, Brad Rush, back one more time for some non-tournament tag team action here with my best friend again, Pizza Dan. How's it going?
I mean, I'm happy we're here, and we're starting out hot and heavy. Ryan Nova going for a kick and missing, and now Jaghori doing everything he can to bring him to the ground, but no luck.
Taking him down, and just keeping that pressure on. A little catch style here, rolling around, just trying to get the advantage of the other man. Takedown by Nova there.
Just
Nova on top.
Friendly reminder for those keeping score at home, this is a non-tournament tag team match contested under Frogsport rules, so pretty much anything goes. And that's
Anything
where we're
goes.
at right now.
No knife, no guns, no killing.
You know the deal.
much.
You don't need us to remind you, but we just did anyway.
I hope not. But we're going to do it again. It's like the Royal Rumble. We have to tell you that, both feet have to hit the floor. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Stand on top.
Working on that arm.
Keeping the pressure on. As we know from that Darius match, that does do you a lot of help to keep the pressure just on top.
Yeah, and right now, if you're Ryan Nova, if you can get a quick win over Jaghori, which is not going to be easy, but if you can get it, you don't have to stand across the ring from Devantes. I mean, hey, that's a good strategy. Is keep Jet as far away from Devantes as possible. Cut that ring in half.
If I was Nova, I'd take him down and keep Devantes locked on the outside. I do not want anything to do with him.
And look, Jet's showing his prowess here with on the mat here. Oh, and I guess inviting
tagged himself
the
in.
Challenge.
I would not throw hands with this man. This is
the way he just disrespected Jet like that, throwing him straight to the ground.
I feel like he will not be able to do that to Devantes.
Yeah, not going to be as easy, that's for sure. But hey,
pushing him off. Leg kicks, body shots, head shots. He's trying everything he's got. Rushing him. Dude, he is keeping every bit of energy he has on top of Devantes. But, dude, just a little bit of energy and he shoves him off.
That's it, yeah.
Oh, my God. Throws him across the ring like it's his son. Pushes him back into the corner. CB, ROH's own CB, tags in.
Yeah,
let's
hope
CB. The experience comes in.
Yeah, trying to give
over
a world-famous
Devantes.
ass beating to Devantes here.
I called him something crazy. I screwed up his name. Devantes. Don't want to make a mistake. Don't want him to find me and beat me up.
Yeah. You've seen what he just did to Ryan Nova when he threw him across the ring.
Oh, no. Keeping the pressure on. Even CB. Look at him. Carrying him back to the corner. Look at this. No! A Mark Henry type slam there. Huge moonsault right onto CB's face.
That's one of the cool parts about the Frogsport rules is, but that's that thing about Frogsport. See, yeah.
Catches you by surprise.
Pinfalls are no good, no bueno here.
I mean, you've been trained to wrestle one certain way for your entire life, and then one day.
Especially in this tag team setting. This is
definitely this is hard.
The first time this has ever happened for probably all four of these competitors here.
Exactly. That's a hard rule to keep in your mind when you've been trained that you have to pin your opponent. You have to pin him. CB gaining control here. Gaining control, keeping control, staying on top, pushing that pressure out, wrenching that headlock down, and just trying to suck a little energy. Oh, no!
Wear down Jet.
A big back body drop there. Backdrop driver type. Raining slaps in the corner. Oh, what looked like a half Nelson suplex. But staying on him. Dude, raining elbows down. Hopefully trying to get that knockout.
Yeah, that's how you win. No sense in wasting time. Just
now Pizza Dan, who'd you put your money on in this event?
Listen, I'm not a gambling man. That's a loser's game to gamble, but
I'm definitely a gambler's man, and I'll tell you right now, I'm going for the young bulls, Devantes. In the ring, I think he can win this for him and his team.
I was gonna say, despite all those knees from see, and there you go, just the power of Devantes.
Oh no, he's got that choke on him. Oh no, CB knocked him down. Keeping Jet out of the ring and just keeping that pressure on Devantes. This is what you have to do.
This is Frogsport rules. You can do that. You can get away with that.
You have to separate your partner, your opponent from his partner. You have to separate him. You have to, especially when it's a man of Devantes' size and strength. Going for a huge, huge powerbomb there, but transition into a TKO, and just raining strikes down.
He's gonna go for that power.
Whoa! He called it. He called it. Chris Bankos, one of professional wrestling's own best, called it right there. See, that's what it also comes down to. Referee stoppage, and the referee thought that he was in danger, so he stopped the match.
A TKO followed by a real TKO there.
A real hurricane of strikes from Devantes. And he takes it home. Takes it home by time knockout.
He's winning what I believe is the first ever Frogsport tag team.
And you know, your boy's a little richer because I bet money on him. We're going to take you to the back and take you to the next event.
Nuts as it can be. But anyways, we're gonna max out on nuts on this. Okay, we're gonna go to the nuts of nuts. We're gonna go to the finals. Matt Makowski versus Darius Farter, as I like to call him. And I hope he gets what's coming to him. I hope Matt Makowski beats him to death. Please watch and keep your fingers crossed with me.
Tall, weighing in at 209 pounds, fighting out of New Canaan, Connecticut, wrestling's richest prize, the All-Father, Mr. Darius Carter! His opponent, standing at 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 215 pounds.
Are you ready? Come on! Are you ready? Fight!
Joe Nebraska back with you for the ultimate fight of the evening, dare I say, the Frogsport Championship Finals. Darius Carter, Matt Makowski, one-on-one. This is what we've been anticipating throughout the entire broadcast. You saw Darius Carter during the introductions step on the belongings, the trophies of sorts of his prior victims throughout this tournament, symbolically kicking them to the side and erasing their hopes and dreams. Tentative start thus far. Both these men entering their fourth Frogsport fight of the day. The time limits have increased as we've gone through the day, and so has the quality of competition. From Blackstrom Violence and Yoya for Matt Makowski, Abby Jane Saber Dorado, and Janai Kai for Darius Carter. It's a reversal by Carter into the front chancery. Two very distinct styles in this battle. The catch style of Carter, a much more traditional grappling or wrestling style. Makowski can go a lot of different ways. Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and what he considers technical brawling, which may sound like a little bit of a misnomer or an oxymoron, but it just plays to the versatility and the range that Makowski has as he now has a mount and is raining in with the palm strikes from the blind side on Carter. Makowski showing dominance in the early moments. Carter has had the advantage in this tournament of a psychological edge. I think he's been able to get in the heads of his opponents a little more quickly and a little more deeply than Makowski has, and Makowski going for the cross-arm breaker. Notice Carter shifts his weight to be above Makowski, negates Makowski's leverage, and now tries to take him over to a half crab. I love the struggle. I love the game of inches, so to speak. We've seen a number of times throughout this tournament. There's a bit of a stalemate in the early going. You can see the respect from the other fighters and the other competitors that were in non-tournament matches earlier on. Nobody's left here. They're all gathered around this ring to see just who the alpha athlete is. Carter picks the leg. Makowski went in for a side round kick. Carter playing great defense. Watch out for those knees. So that Muay Thai coming into play. Carter's going to want to keep Makowski on the mat. Look for that half crab again. But notice Makowski just curled up like a ball. Wouldn't let Carter outstretch the spine and the core of Makowski to get the placement he needed there. And Makowski maybe looking for a knee bar again or a heel hook. We've seen Makowski focus on that knee bar in the prior round to great success. We've seen a number of athletes from all sorts of disciplines showcase different strategies, different styles, and it really is just almost Darwinian, almost a war of attrition as far as who and what wins out. Makowski on top, and Carter's reaching for a chancery. Some way to get out of this. I want to thank Brotherly Love Wrestling once again at 215 Wrestling on the social medias. And Makowski, look at that Splash Mountain. We saw that effective as well in the prior round. Makowski gets caught in a rear naked choke. He tried to roll through, but the grip of Carter was too strong. He held on and rolled with it. And Makowski maybe faded. Notice Makowski's a hold of the right wrist of Carter. Carter cannot cinch in that hold fully. Carter's trying to free the grip on that hand with his right leg. Makowski rolls forward before the body scissors get cinched in. Great defense by Makowski, who's now once again in a dominant position and reining in those palm strikes. Carter grabs a single leg again, but notice Makowski plants his left foot behind him to keep it out of reach of Carter. Now roll through in the Kimura, and now the scissors applied as well. This is going to affect Carter's mobility in an attempt to roll out of the Kimura, and puts him quite susceptible here into the rope, and we get a break. We don't get a break, but we get the leverage of Carter using the ropes to necessitate a break on his own. Anyway, it's KO, submission, or ref stoppage. You're not gonna get a disqualification here unless there's something excessively egregious, I would think. Headlock takeover. Nicely done. Let's see if the catch style of Carter comes into play. Will he take a trophy of Matt Makowski home with him in addition to the Frogsport trophy? Notice Carter has the left arm trapped of Makowski and had that head exposed to rain down. Makowski escapes, and again, that rear mount of Makowski has worked out well for him. He's been able to slip behind Carter a number of times, and at that point, Carter's almost defenseless. He has no choice but to just cover up and just find a way out as best he can. Leg's grapevine, and Makowski, again, those shoulders were down, but that doesn't affect here. Makowski back to the knee bar. And now twisting as the ankle moving down is Carter, and the ankle lock submission. Notice Makowski got such a great adept knowledge of where to place his body to take away the leverage. He rolls in, he rolls around, he rolls through, and now Carter looking for the cross arm breaker, again clasping the hands together. Makowski, this would be a pinfall in a standard wrestling match, but ain't nothing standard about Camp Leapfrog, I guarantee you, especially Frogsport. Makowski on top, and Carter is using his forearms to try to push the face and head away from his own body. The further away Makowski is, the less advantageous this grip is going to be. I think Carter was able to duck out of the way for the most part of that last palm strike. And I would give maybe a slight advantage to Makowski so far because of just his ability to slip in and around so many maneuvers. But again, Carter has had a mental edge so much here. Makowski's fighting for family. And Carter is fighting, I think, in many ways for selfish reasons, to prove he's the richest prize in professional wrestling, in Frogsport, any fighting style you want to claim. Carter on top right now as these incredible athletes around the ring continue to show their respect, what they've seen, and what a gut check this is. Hard to believe that one of these men will fall by the end of the night. Oh, Makowski has Carter just tied up into a ball here. You notice the legs positioned around the body, the torque applied around the neck, and Carter was just trapped tightly there. Makowski just almost like a death grip all around Carter, who now turns into a very tight STF. Just the back and forth nature of this matchup, how quickly the advantage can go from one side to another, just incredible. Makowski escapes the STF, and you're seeing, honestly, I mean, there's so many different styles and there's so many different nuances to pro wrestling these days, but you know, bottom line, you're seeing the basics, the fundamentals that this industry was built on in this tournament. You're seeing just the sweet science, the human game of chess in so many different ways. Just, you know, a swing of the hips, a shift of the body. Just so many small, subtle things that you may take for granted. And there you see some things people take for granted are the ring ropes, but they can hurt when your body's being bent across them in the opposite way it's meant to go. And oftentimes, it's the little things that you don't notice that make the difference between a win and a loss. And I think Makowski and Carter both have shown that throughout this tournament, especially Makowski. Carter steps down on the point of the elbow, and you could snap a forearm, you could break a wrist bone. Just the awkward angle that arm hit the canvas, and now Carter goes back for that cross arm break with the arm weakened now. It may weaken the grip of Makowski and his ability to counter this. If Carter can cinch this, if he can bend back, get the full extension of that arm, this fight may be over. And just as I say that, Makowski swings the weight back on top, reining in with the rights. Carter on the defense. Her naked choke by Makowski. He's got it all in. We saw this countered earlier in the fight, but now it is Makowski who's got it in full. It did not work for Carter, and it only worked for a moment for Makowski. And a figure four leg lock. And again, that's the more traditional aspect of pro wrestling, and this move puts pressure on 7 different points of the lower human anatomy. You are essentially attempting to break your opponent's leg across his other leg. It's an incredible amount of pain when it's cinched in right, and able to bridge up the body. That's what you pull those ropes for. It's not legal traditionally, but you're trying to bridge up your own body to put more pressure downward on the leg you're bending, and both these men just topple to the outside. You see there's no protection. That is grass and dirt and earth. And this could be a very dangerous situation if we don't get these athletes back in the ring as soon as possible. You are not going to see the finals of Frogsport in a double countout, I assure you. Makowski's back in first. Thankfully, both athletes are able to get back in safely, and the fight continues. They are both still standing. What an incredible final this has been. We certainly hope you guys have enjoyed the very first ever Frogsport. It has been a grueling afternoon and evening that these competitors have been involved in. Ooh.
Shake it off, Matt. Shake it off. Give him the knees, baby.
You just hear the impact of those shots. Carter was getting the upper hand in a striking game, which I would not have expected based on Makowski's back of Makowski, the roundhouse kick. You can see Carter's dazed on his feet, glazed over look in his eyes. And Makowski, this matchup opens up. He has a big opportunity into the crossarm breaker. A beautiful transition. What looked to be a burning hammer, a driver of some sort. As Carter was crashing down, Makowski grabbed the arm, and there was nothing Darius could do at that point. And Darius is able to counter once again, get to his feet. The trapping of the shoulders would be a pinfall attempt in a normal matchup, not here. Carter has to kick his way free. Oh, some of these seamless and rapid-fire counters and transitions and combos have been breathtaking. A different approach, a Fujiwara-style armbar now. Into the crossface, Makowski finds himself flat in his face for maybe the first time in this fight. Trying to wrench in the arm. Could this be perhaps a Rings of Saturn variation? You can see Makowski struggling. Almost a modified knuckle lock. And Makowski would not let Carter. Carter's trying to wrap his leg around the arm of Makowski to get that leverage, stretch it back, and Makowski he'd be done. He'd be toast, trapped. But Makowski has great forward thinking, great ingenuity, did not let that happen. He sensed he'd be in a desperate situation there. And both these men are tired. I don't think either of those strikes from either side were the best we've seen in this fight. But maybe the most desperate, maybe the most urgent we've seen, as both are down, and both are looking to dig down deep. One will survive. This is Matt Makowski's namesake this tournament, but it's become Darius Carter's trophy case. Only one can survive this fight.
There you go, Matt.
See the struggle and Carter breaking out some weak tie like these. Imagine if he could defeat Makowski at his own game. Maybe stealing Makowski's ring style could be a form of a trophy that nobody would forget. Exertion. These men are putting forth here. As we're at about the 15-minute mark in this fight, maybe a little bit over it. And you see Darius is rubber-legged. He tried to keep his balance off of the kick. And Darius, did he go to the eyes? Many of these fighters around the ring did not like what they saw. It looked like Darius was dangerously close to the eyes. The referee was powerless to do anything, really. But that just shows you perhaps some desperation setting in. And this matchup has opened up in a big way from the ground and mat exchanges to a potential superplex attempt by Makowski. Slips underneath the legs of Carter. Caught Carter with a high kick. That round kick caught Carter right in the temple. And if there's one place you don't want to get dizzy, it's on the second or top turnbuckle. Makowski has Carter in very dangerous territory. Off the top end of the cross-arm breaker, and that's it! Imagine the pain of getting your arm wrenched from 8 or 10 feet in the air, crashing down into the grip, the jaws of lifelike grip of Matt Makowski.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Darius Farter got the boots put to him and defeated by Matt Makowski. So Matt Makowski takes home the Frogsport title. Good for Matt Makowski. He was my #1 pick the entire time. Thank you guys so much. Again, I'm over the moon. I'm happy as a pig in shit that you all are taking time out of your day and enjoying me and letting me wag my tongue a little bit about Camp Leapfrog. Just something I like, something that makes me happy. So what? So you know what? Tomorrow's day 5 of Frog Week, the last day. Please, if you've been watching, even if you haven't been watching, tune in for day 5. We're going to wrap everything up with a bow and bring you up to date, current Camp Leapfrog. I'll see you tomorrow, boys.